All right. Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Brakata Yahweh, Brakata Yahweh Kolo Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Bahashem Rachaha Kwadash. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, where we learn this knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. This is like a Malachi back with another quick hit. And I was just listening to the elder Manatazak by South Carolina. He had put this video. Well, I think he had reposted it. Um, I believe he said Apostle Ramla put this up. I might be wrong. If so, my apologies. But it's once your man Vocab out here again doing the BS. And what he did was bring another Jake who took the bag and is basically coming up to this camp. And it kind of looked like one of the camps that's out here in Virginia. I might be wrong, but that's what it looks like. But it might not be. But regardless, the guy's trying to argue, and he's not in the picture. I wish I should have took a picture of the still with him in the video, but he's right behind Vocab, and he is basically thinking he's schooling these guys and telling them how when they're speaking of Second Esdras 6 and 9, and I'll get that right now. It says, "For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth." He's trying to say that Esau is not Edom. But Esau is all the other enemy nations, which is just ridiculous because if you look who has been tearing this world up, it's been Esau. Esau, all we know is Edom. It's the same. It's a person. It's a people. It's a certain nation, and I'll get that. This is oh shoot, Salakia, come on. Let's get Genesis 36. And you can't get around the scriptures. You can say what you want, but you can't get around scriptures. I'll start at 7. For the riches were more than the might dwell together, and the land wherein they were strangers could not bear them because of their cattle. Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. We know that was his place, right? Esau is Edom. Esau means wasted away is he. Edom means red. And when you go to Genesis, the 25th? I might be wrong. Hold on. Let me see. I want to say 25 and 25. Yeah, this started at 23. It says, "And your house had unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels, and the one people shall be stronger than the other, and the elder shall serve the younger." This is a prophetic. This is prophecy. It says, "And when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb, and the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau." Esau wasted away because he had no pigment. His blood came through. You could see his blood through his skin because he had no pigment. And the word Edom means red. It came out red. So when you Google red babies, you'll see people that look like this guy with this red hat. Because, it's a social construct. You would call Vocab a white man. But if you look at his skin, it's a derivative of red. Because look, he has a red hat on, a red book bag. You could clearly see pink. Now, the guy behind him has a white hoodie. Now, look at his skin compared to that white hoodie. This is an indicator of who Esau is. Yes, it is 2026. So you're going to see Jake that looks like that. But overall, Esau is the so-called white man. And it's just what it is. These people can keep arguing until they blue in the face, but you can't go against the scriptures. You can't go against prophecy. And we know who's who. And the guy behind him that's being a coon, you know what I mean? Hey, what they say? They say people going. Let's go to Romans 9 and 6. Romans 9 and 6, right? This is not as though the word of the Most High have taken none effect, for they are not all Israel which are of Israel. So yes, you can be bloodline Israelite, but spiritually you're not going to be of the elect. You're not going to be the elect, point blank. Period. Some people that are of our stock will not be a chosen person, and they will take the ease, poisons, and so-called gifts, especially in that hour of temptation, man. So I wasn't gonna make this long. It's just I was dozing off and I woke up and this lesson was on and I'm like, yo. And if you look at I know you can't see it, but if bros go look at this video, you see the little smirk on the vocab. You see the horns protruding out of his head because he feels like he has another one of us that is going against our doctrine, you know. But hey, if Esau is not who Edom, well, let's go to Isaiah 14. Let's go to Isaiah 14 and 1. It says, I'm sorry, that's not what I wanted. Is that? Yeah, hold on. I might be in the wrong. Hold on. Let me go to my bookmarks. No. 14 and 21. So lucky. I knew I was 14. Let's go to 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the iniquity of their fathers. Let's go to the word iniquity. It means the perversity, depravity, guilt, or punishment of iniquity, a consequence of or punishment of iniquity. Let me go to the Adam online. Look, there we go. Hostility, malevolence, a hostile action, unequalness, unevenness, unfairness, injustice. All right? Morally objectionable behavior, an unjust act. So let's go back to 14 and 21. It says, prepare slaughter for his children for the unjust act of their fathers, that they do not rise nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. For I will rise up against them, said the Yahweh of hosts, and cut off from Babylon the name and the remnant, and son and nephew, said the Yahweh. Because we know who's the madman in the world right now. So, they're trying to get their birthright back, and they're trying to back away from the prophecy for the destruction that is going to come their way. But hey, the scripture says you can't do nothing against the truth before the truth. So they got to deal with this. So like I said, if anybody got any chance, go on Elder Manat Zak page, Manat Zak Salakia page, Elder from South Carolina, and check that out, man. So like I said, this was going to be a quick one. To the next time, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Racha HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles, a great millstone who rule well, teach well, where we learn this knowledge, wisdom, and truth from. Kwam Yasha'Allah, more off ball. Shalom, shalom, shalom.